Speed is your channel for the duel at Daytona. The most exciting qualifying event in all of racing is only on Speed. It's the duel at Daytona, February 12th. 2 races that set the field for the Great American Race. 2 p.m. Eastern, Thursday, February 12th, and only on Speed. Jim?
Well, Austin Dillon, first DNF, and in the East car, you completed every lap all year, but you learned firsthand how it closed up in a hurry here at Irwindale. First off, you okay? That was a pretty hard leg.
Yeah, we're fine. I mean, this just wasn't the race that we wanted to have. I learned a lot tonight. We raced the car till at the end. I mean, you can look at it right now and tell it's pretty tore up, but I'm fine. I wish we could have done a little better for Shell. My guys did a great job getting the car back together after the first wreck. And I mean, we came from the back to the front a few times. We had a really fast car tonight. Just qualifying hurt us a little bit.
Back to you guys.
Thanks, Jim. The 37, Alex Kennedy, did not receive the free pass. There is no free pass car on this caution because the car that would have been eligible was involved, and thus NASCAR said it does not transfer on to another car. So we're ready for a restart. Logano and Bowles, Jason Bowles, now on the outside of the front row. David Mayhew in the 14, Matt Kobaluk the 40, Mike David, Augie Vidovich, Alex Haas, Eddie McDonald back up there in the top 10. Matt Crafton, Jim Engelbright, and Peyton Sellers. Here we go.
Jason Bowles hangs right in there on the outside.
Mayhew did not get a great run off the bottom, so he's left battling with Kobaluk for third.
Look at Jason Bowles going to try to pull ahead of Logano.
And Mayhew again to the bottom. Kobaluk goes up top.
Jason Bowles emerges with a lead off of turn 2. I really like the race that Matt Kobaluk has run tonight. Did not have a great qualifying effort. Again, a backup car. The only laps of practice he had was qualifying, but he steadily moved his way to the front. Now he's battling for a top 3 position.
He was a different racer in 2008. Controlled aggression behind the wheel and big picture racing. Instead of just trying to win every race, he had his eye on the big prize and finally won himself a championship. Dick?
Well, Jason Bowles, car number 6, leading this race, Mike. Early on, they thought they had a tire going down. They decided what they really had was a mismatched stagger set of tires. Difference in size of the right rear or the left rear. And that differential, right rear to left rear in circumference, has a lot to do with the way a car handles. They adjusted it on the pit stop. He's better. They still don't have it exactly right. But Bowles is running strong with Logano on the bottom.
Thanks, Dick. Logano for the lead, going back after it. Matt Kobaluk took a hit from Mayhew, but Mayhew wisely got off him. Kobaluk straightened out, but not before the 9 of Augie Vidovich moved up into 3rd place.
Yeah, great move by Joey Logano to get Russell that lead back on the bottom of the racetrack. But I'll tell you, Augie Vidovich in that team car to Jason Bowles did a nice job avoiding that incident between Kobaluk and Mayhew.
Toyota, Ford, and Chevrolet in the front 4 spots. 2 former winners of this event in the front 4.
See Alex Haas, that 51 car on the inside of the 2 of Mike David. There's Peyton Sellers. Look at all the damage on that Peyton Sellers car, and he's running in the 8th spot, Mike.
Best thing about that is from where he sits, you can't see any of it. 30 laps to the next competition yellow, and a chance to improve these cars for the final 50-lap run to the checker.
Alex Haas takes over that spot. That's his 6th spot. Jim, what's going on with Alex Haas in that 51 car?
Well, the fortunate thing for him is this is a team car to Brian Eichler's. This is the car Eichler won with at Iowa. Joe Scheer Jr. has been overseeing both these cars throughout the weekend, so Alex Haas now the full attention of Joe Scheer Jr. back in the top 6, but Haas had to come from the back as we documented earlier. This kid has a lot of laps here in a late model and in a touring truck series, so Haas is not out of it. Again, he did run the full West Series in 07 before heading east to win the Pass South late model championship last year.
.28 laps to the break, and Logano shows no signs of being headed in this one. Here's another look at what happened to Kobaluk. That's Mayhew in the 14. Kobaluk gets
Yeah, they've already had the contact, and that allowed the 9 of Augie Vidovich to get by. You see Mike David pulls down to the inside of Mayhew.
And the good thing is, no harm done. Everybody continued on. A few positions changed, but the battle is rejoined by all.
Yeah, Augie Vidovich liked it.
Yes, he did.
That's third on back right there. Augie Vidovich, the 9 is third. The 40 of Koboluk is fourth. The 14 of Mayhew fifth, and the 451 of Alex Haas now running sixth.
You know, not too long ago, we talked to Steve Park out of the race.
He's back in the race now.
35 is on the backstretch and moving along. So Park sees 50 laps down, but he's going to pass a bunch of cars on the rundown before this one's over. Whatever it was, they got it fixed.
Yeah. Remember, it wouldn't refire at the first break at 100 laps. But finally got it fired up.
And there's Steve Park.
Waste Management Chevrolet.
Former modified star.
Moves to the inside of the 71 of Eddie McDonald.
Busch Series star, Cup star.
That's right. One of the guys that has won in all three of the major divisions of NASCAR, the Truck Series, the Nationwide Series, and the Cup Series.
Right now he's one of the one guys on this track with a big tire rub. Eddie McDonald, sparks flying from the right front of his car, which has been battle scarred in the first 100 laps tonight.
Now the good thing is it's probably about, what, 3 more months before the first East Point race at Greenville, South Carolina, so they have a little bit of time to fix these cars before then.
If you're wondering why you haven't seen much of Joey Logano lately, well, it's because he's stinking up the show. He has a 1.5 second lead on the number 6 of Jason Bowles, the Sunrise Ford.
Jason has about a second lead over his teammate Augie Vidovich now, who runs third.
Matt Koboluk fourth, Mayhew, Haas, David, Sellers, Crafton, Bornham in the top 10. 20 laps to the final competition break for these cars.
And these guys have to be thinking now, okay, that last segment is only 50 laps. Now, what did my car do from lap 100 to 150? It doesn't matter what it did from lap 150 to lap 200. It's only going to be a 50-lap shootout.
That's a great point. The Joe Gibbs driven number 08 Toyota Camry of Joey Logano out in front of the field.